Kendrick Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the NXT Ring Report. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribers can tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here tonight. NXT Ring Report. Get the recaps and reviews of tonight's show. You said what the show it was. You see right here. We're headed on the road to Iron Survivor for NXT Deadline, the last pay-per-view of the year. WWE and NXT. So you see right here, Trick Williams, popularizing star Trick Williams, still trying to figure out who's done it. After we found out what he's got going on, a lot of people are still pointing at Carmelo Hayes, who can probably be the one that says who's done it. Carmelo to prove his innocence, that he did not attack Trick Williams. Camaro, Trick Williams still got their problems and stuff ahead and stuff like that. But Trick Williams will be in action tonight. He'll focus on the Iron Survivor going forward tonight. But Carmelo will be in his corner. We'll talk about that a little bit later on in the show. Also, too, on the Pro Wrestling Show, another Iron Survivor match for the women. Roxanne Perez, who was in the Iron Survivor, she gets another crack at it once again. Roxanne Perez goes against Lash Legend, and Lash Legend earned herself a spot in the Iron Survivor match. Lash Legend been in Meta-4 as of late. A lot going on with Meta-4. We'll talk about that as well. Meta-4, with the forecast of what's going on with them, being interrupted by Raw's Alpha Academy. We'll see how that's going to go down a little bit later on in the show. Also, too, tag team titles are on the line as Stacks and Tony D'Angelo, former tag team champions, goes against Trace U, Andrew Chase, and I forgot his name, Duke Hudson. They'll have a match. We'll talk about that coming up. What was Chase U was doing before their championship match to get themselves ready. We'll get to that in a minute. And then our main event. The main event will be former NXT North American champion Wes Lee goes against former United States champion Andre Giant Battle Royal winner Baron Corbin. Later on, you'll see how that's going to go down. But we kick things off on NXT with the tag team titles. The tag team championship match was on the line right here. You see right here. Chase U defend their tag team titles against former champions, the family. Because Stacks and Tony D'Angelo get back the tag team titles. I know they wanted it so bad that they needed it and stuff, some way, somehow. Well, only time will tell for them, but Chase U winning against Stacks and D'Angelo. The Stacks and D'Angelo did a lot tonight. In the end, know that for a fact. But it was the beginning of the match right here. A lot of high flying moves right here to start off and stuff. You see Stacks, D'Angelo throwing Stacks onto Chase U. Even D'Angelo trying to get himself into peak condition right here. What's going on with a superplex? Even the Chase U fans was not thrilled about it at the end, as you see right here. They weren't thrilled about it. Led to that being the case. Show it right quick. Show that. It was kind of like they were bored or something. But you saw right here at the end, Chase U regained the tag team titles. So we see right here, Tony Anthony and Stacks are regained the tag team title for a second time. The two-time NXT Tag Team Champions. Don't know what's gonna go for her Chase U, but we'll just have to wait and see. Speaking of that, Meta 4 got confronted by American Alpha leader Chad Gable. Chad confronted Noam Dar from Meta 4 and their leader. Noam Dar Holland was arguing and led to a match for next week. Chad Gable will take on Noam Dar 1-on-1 for the Heritage Cup. So this should be a good one to add some suspense. Chad Gable got a shot at the NXT Heritage Cup next week. So we'll see that coming up for them. It was a lot of discussion. I tell you that right now. Chad Gable now gets a championship match. We'll see that championship match next week. Can Chad Gable do it and take the Mega Cup back to Raw? Only time will tell on that one. We'll have to wait and see about that. Also in the house, Dirty Dominic Mysterio was in the house. Dirty Dom was there. North American Championship. Dirty Dom got some plans. I think Dirty Dom wearing an Art Bar T-shirt. I don't know why he wearing Art Bar. He was you boy. Cool. So, time will tell about that. Um, Dirty Dom Mysterio coming out there and stuff. Speaking of that, WWE Hall of Famer, the one, the only, we can show the one and only Lita, former WWE Women's Champion. Lita had a pick for her Iron Survivor Challenge, and she made these matches. She recommended these matches. I think this was the matches that she recommended. Lita recommended that Roxanne Perez takes on Lash Legend. Lita recommended that match. Lita also recommended that Trick Williams be in action to take on Joe Coffey 1-on-1. Whoop that trick. All right, indeed. Get to see those matches. But we get with the women matches first. Well, Roxanne Perez. Last Legend was already in the ring, but Roxanne Perez, she was waiting Roxanne Perez to show up, and Roxanne Perez was ready. She went against Last Legend. Last Legend, even a lot of power moves. Got the win over Roxanne Perez. Roxanne Perez was way too small. Roxanne knew that Lash was way too powerful. Lash took advantage. Got the 1-2-3, the power bomb. The Last Legend advances on to the Iron Survivor match. Last Legend will join Tiffany Stratton. They will have 3 other women that will join them in the Iron Survivor match. They say the rules of the Iron Survivor match is this simple. 2 people will start. Every minute, another person comes in. Every another minute, if a person gets pinned, it's like the championship scramble. But if a person gets pinned, then the person who wins the most falls wins the match. The Last Legend, she wants to become the next NXT Women's Champion. She got to go through the Iron Survival match to do so. So we get to see that. Well, we say whoop that trick. We told you last week that Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams had a rocky relationship, and it's a rocky relationship indeed. Carmelo Hayes um, remains innocent till proven guilty. He claims his innocence that he had nothing to do with Trick Williams. A lot of people are giving him the side eye. Trick Williams kind of like don't see it that way. Trick Williams looking to itch his name into the Iron Survival match, get a shot at the NXT Championship. We saw Trick and Mackenzie Mitchell and all of them were there, getting themselves ready, getting themselves set up and go. As we saw right there, throughout the match, Trick Williams went against Joe Coffey. Trick Williams and Joe Coffey started off right there. Trick got down. Trick Williams, you see Carmelo Hayes was trying to help Trick a little bit. But with certain cases that Carmelo was acting like he was a little bit shady. They want to help Trick. It felt like Trick had to find on his own. Trick defeated Joe Coffey with that knee lift, and Trick Williams advances on the Iron Survival Challenge. Trick Williams moves on. We'll get to see Trick. What's going to be next for Trick Williams? Trick Williams advances on, and we'll see Trick Williams joins. Now who he joins the Iron Survival match. Trick Williams joins somebody. I know that. But Trick Williams get the win. Trick Williams is, and he advances on to Iron Survival. We'll wait and see about that one. Speaking of that, right here, Zia Lee invited Lava Kyria to have tea. We know these two women will meet next week for the NXT Women's Championship. And Zia Lee has her problems filled with Lava Kyria on NXT. And she was going to go to Raw this Monday to meet Becky Lynch. She's been thorn on Becky Lynch's side. And Becky Lynch wants to exterminate her. We can see that next week as well for Zia Lee. Zia Lee become the next NXT Women's Champion. Only time will tell about that one. Well, they told you about Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is still having issues and having problems. Got rid of what's his name? I forgot his name. Von Wagner. What he did to Von Wagner. Well, Braun Breaker got more problems on his hands. That Dijak want to step up to Braun. Dijak told Braun that he's ready for him. He want him to bring it. I think Braun said that he's looking forward to bringing it. They're going to see a feud between these two men down the road. Probably at NXT deadline because Braun wants his own spot. I can see Braun getting his own spot against Dijak to build up and elevate Dijak. So we'll see. Also, too, Gigi Dolan was in action. Gigi Dolan went against Ariana Grace. Gigi Dolan defeated Ariana Grace. What a matchup that was. Throughout Gigi Dolan getting the win over Ariana Grace. Gigi Dolan getting herself ready, getting herself prepared for a match that's going to be that. It's going to be that. See right here, side headlock takeover stuff. See right here, the roll up and stuff. And Grace tried to get the roll up, but it wasn't enough. So, however, that went down. All right. You know how we saw. Also, too, Baron Corbin, he was looking forward to his match against Wesley. Baron Corbin continues to target the champion, Ilja Dragunov, even to the point that Lexis King got involved. Lexis King telling Baron Corbin about what's going on, and Lexis King saying that don't know what Corbin trying to do. Only time will tell about that situation and how that's going to point out. So we just have to wait and see. We know next week JBL gets to pick his Iron Survivors for next week and who he wants to see. The Iron Survivor, the WWE Hall of Famer, will make a pick. We'll see JBL's pick, what JBL wants to go with. So we'll see that next week on who he picks. Iron Survivor. Well, it was main event time. We know JBL, no fan of Baron Corbin. He managed Baron Corbin sometime earlier this year. It'll do no wonders, but it is what it is. JBL was in Baron Corbin's corner. Now Corbin gonna do it alone. Corbin um, went against he went against Wesley. Wesley, a former North American champion. Corbin, throughout the end of the match, Corbin I get the upper advantage. I'll tell you that right now. Corbin and win by any means necessary. And that's what Baron Corbin tried to do. So just didn't pan out for Baron Corbin, but it kind of did. Corbin did what he did tonight. Corbin, Dominic Mysterio helped it. Corbin still wasn't enough. Uh, Corbin won his match over Wesley, got the win. We saw Ilja Dragunov try to get involved. Corbin tried to take Dragunov off down, and Dragunov got the mic and challenged Corbin to an NXT Championship match, gave him an opportunity, and said the stipulations they're going to be at deadline. They don't know if it's official yet, but it probably will be official sooner rather than later. Looking forward to seeing that do come true. So Corbin will get a shot the NXT Championship. All right, that does it for the NXT Ring Report. Highlights was to me was Lash Legend getting her opportunity, getting her a shot at the NXT Women's Champion at qualifying for the qualifying match, even bending and stretching Roxanne Perez the way she did tonight. So see Katana James getting involved. And two, what does this lead for Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes? What's the next on this story? Like I said, what's next? To see on how that's gonna go sooner rather than later. Uh, Trick and Carmelo. Carmelo was kind of acting a little bit suspect to me. Like certain instances, like he really wasn't trying to help Trick out. He helped him, but like he really didn't want to help him. So there was a lot going on with that. Into an honorable mention, we forgot to mention that over the OTM was in action against the Brawling Brutes. They devastated the Brawling Brutes. So OTM, a lot going on with that. But we can tell you this that Dragunov looking forward to challenging, get a match against Baron Corbin. Going down the road on that. All right. That's gonna do it for the NXT Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show. We'll see you this tomorrow for the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. Been your host Kendrick Dick saying so long. We'll see you then. See you later.